have done it without you, but when we work together, we can achieve these indictments and we can secure the convictions of these terrorists. The United States Attorney's Office and the Department of Justice, we will not stop working to pursue these terrorists and take back America. Thank you. I'd like to welcome to the stage the SAC of the Miami Field Office of the FBI, Brett Stiles.
Morning. So on March 6, 2025, 3 MS-13 members were indicted for violent crimes in aid of racketeering, also known as VICAR, for murder as part of an ongoing FBI investigation involving 4 homicides in Broward and Palm Beach counties. So these 3 indictments represent the last of 9 subjects believed to be involved in 4 homicides. Within the last 6 months, 5 other MS-13 members have pleaded guilty, and the 6th was convicted at trial for Vicar murder related to this investigation. The convicted MS-13 member is currently, one of them is facing a life sentence. All the others, if convicted, are also facing life sentences. MS-13 is a violent international criminal organization that has no respect for borders, law enforcement, or human life. In fact, one of the final tests for membership is to commit murder. They have made inroads into many cities across the country, committing a variety of crimes, including drug trafficking and extortion, and they must be stopped. This is why the FBI is dedicated to disrupting and dismantling the most significant gangs through intelligence-driven investigations and partnerships such as our Safe Streets Task Forces, the National Gang Intelligence Center, and our transnational anti-gang task forces. Again, I want to thank our partners in this complex investigation, to include the U.S. Attorney's Office, Customs and Border Protection, the Broward Sheriff's Office, U.S. Border Patrol, Homeland Security Investigations, the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, and the Florida Department of Corrections Office of the Inspector General. Additionally, I want to highlight the ongoing the ongoing close cooperation with our law enforcement partners in El Salvador and Mexico on this and other investigations. Only through the hard work and diligence of law enforcement professionals within these organizations was this investigation a success. And the fight isn't over. Together, as a great law enforcement community, we're better positioned to root out any gang that seeks to commit violence against our citizens and the communities that we serve. So now to the South Florida community. We encourage anyone who may have information about gang activity to come forward and report it. This information is vital to our ability to keep the South Florida community safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you to Director Patel. You have, both the FBI has been working tirelessly to take these illegal aliens and all of these criminals off of our streets. Are there any questions? Hi.
Obviously, the MS-13 gang has been here for the last 10 years. Can you please explain and expand on the scope of how long and why this gang, specifically in Florida, has affected our communities?
Well, if you could see the pictures of this victim, too, brutally, any homicide, in my opinion, is brutal, but brutally stabbed. It was over 100 times, right, Sheriff? All over his body. I mean, his neck, his chest, his entire body, almost like a game. Didn't they call it a piñata? They called him a piñata. That's how frightening and dangerous these people are. These gangs are organized, terrorist. They have a command structure, and one of the reasons they commit murders in this way is to increase their level within the gang. So yes, they had been operating right here. One of them, as I said, was caught in Minnesota. They are living among us, the most violent of violent, but no longer, thanks to great police work, and again, at state, local, and federal agencies working so well together. We're going to find them all and take them off the streets. These 3 were here illegally from El Salvador.
Can you explain how the responsible for more than one murder? How, if you talk about so.
Multiple murders for the other ones. Do you want to take that? Multiple murders.
Yes, there were a total of 4 murders involving these defendants down here in South Florida. In the trial that just concluded, the people you see on the top row either pled guilty or were convicted of those murders. And then basically everyone on that was involved with the last murder that we've charged. And the 3 individuals that have been charged were involved in that last murder. They were part of the gang where they all went out and brutally stabbed the individual over 100 times as part of the gang initiation.
So the 3 on the top there on the left, they're the ones that Oakland Park murder?
Yes, everybody was involved in the Oakland Park murder, and then there were 3 other murders down here in South Florida that various gang members were involved with.
Ms. Bondi, a question not related to this terrible tragedy. As you know, it is routine for the department and the FBI to investigate matters such as the signal scandal, the interactions, inappropriate interactions between some of these cabinet secretaries on security and national defense information. Last week, you told a reporter that the reason you had chosen not to investigate that was because you believe this information is not being classified. The predicate for opening investigations in the past has not been classification. It's been sensitive national security information. So I have 2 questions. First, can you tell me how you know it wasn't classified if you haven't investigated? And secondly, have you discussed this matter with the president or anyone else in the board?
I have not discussed it with the president. And secondly, the agencies themselves said it was sensitive, not classified. I believe one inspector general is looking at it now. Those cases would have to be referred to me. They have not been referred to me. They are being looked at interagency currently. Anyone else? No, nothing has been referred to us. These are intelligence agencies, and they are reviewing it internally.
All right, thank you all so much.
I can take one more here.
Betsy Klein with CNN.
Yeah, hey, Betsy.
On the topic of deportation flights, were you informed of Judge Bosberg's March 15th verbal order to turn planes around, and were you involved in the decision to deny that order?
I don't think anyone defied an order by a judge. That's pending in court right now. I think our attorneys have argued in court. I think there were arguments yesterday. We're awaiting a ruling. I anticipate this will go to the Supreme Court, be ruled in our favor. I don't believe anyone defied a court order. I think testimony came out in court that those planes not only had taken off, but were outside of American airspace. Moreover, they were illegal aliens from El Salvador, just like these guys on this chart, who are committing violent murders throughout our country. They were some of the worst to qualify under the Alien Enemies Act, and we should be concerned about the victims of these crimes here in our states more than these defendants. Thank you all.
Thank you all.